Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Civil Ideas. So today we'll discuss about the dams and the common classification of dams. So dams, the simple definition of dam is it is a hydraulic structure or a solid barrier constructed along a perennial river. Perennial river mean which is flowing throughout the year, not for just a short period of time, and on its upstream side. Like these are the schematic diagram of a dam. These are the mountains and these are the natural rivers that are flowing, we have constructed a dam here to store the water behind it, and these water may be used for irrigation purposes or for power generation by installing turbines. Installing turbines in the spillway, and you can use it for power generation also. So the submerged area which is stored by its reservoir it is called a reservoir which is submerged by water. So now the classification of the dam is based on their uses, based on the hydraulic structures, based on the material used. So the based on their uses mean to storage dam, diversion dam, detention dam. Storage dam means the water stored here may be used for irrigation purposes, for power generation, or for any other purposes to store for the future use. And the diversion dam mean to construct this dam to divert the water to the irrigation land or for any other purposes. And the detention dam means to detain the water behind the dam to so that the high flood level so the population lived here may not be damaged or submerged by the water. So these are depend upon the type of structures or the locality of the area. It may be constructed as a storage dam, diversion dam, or detention dam. So based on the hydraulic structures, mean it may be overflow dam, non-overflow dam. Overflow dam means the water flow over the structure, like these are the dam, and the water may be flow toward the on the top of the crest of the dam. And the other one is non-overflow dam, so that the water should not be overflow and there is some free boat between the top and the water level. So the overflow dams, there may be weirs. We have discussed in the videos what is weirs, and low head dams, it is fall in this category. Overflow dam and the non-overflow dam means like a gravity dam and the big structures like used for power generation, and the big high project for the irrigation purposes. So based on the material used, the dam may be rigid dams and non-rigid dams. Rigid dam means it may be a solid gravity dam, buttress dam, arch dam, or maybe any other solid type structures. So that maybe it depends upon the materials like RCC structures or concrete structures. And non-rigid means earth fill or rock fill materials. So let's take a clear review about the dams. So dams is a hydraulic structure which is constructed on a perennial river on its upstream side. So these are the dams we constructed along the river side, so they can store the water behind the dam. And the water stored here may be used for irrigation purposes and also for the power generation by installing turbines in the spillway. And the next one is classification of dam. So dam may be classified is based on their uses, like storage dam, detention dam, and diversion dam, and based on the hydraulic structures like overflow and non-overflow dam, and based on the material used like rigid dams, non-rigid dams. So this all about the dams. You may have cleared the topic. Thank you. See you in the next video.